Welcome to episode 1591 of Hard Factor. It is Monday, November 18th, 2024. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. 80-ish% accuracy guaranteed on this podcast. Patreon.com/Hard Factor if you need more Hard Factor. Today, we got World War III trending again, of course, because it always is. So
it's only a matter of time till that thing pops off. Yeah,
exactly. We've had a few of these.
The last war.
One war to rule them all.
Yeah.
Confused penguins, smuggling, horny cops, and much more.
Hell yeah. I'm excited. Today was a tough day for me because I went to I went to the Texas Craft
How was your
Beer
day, Mark?
Festival. Ooh, hungover.
Okay.
I'm so old.
The Craft Beer Festival took
Oh,
it
it was
out.
awesome. My voice is pathetic right now, and yeah.
You become your dad. Slowly
I'm glad
become
that-
your dad.
Right.
A little hack at that festival.
Those 6 high gravity IPAs really knocked you on your ass.
Well, yeah, no, that's the hack is they give you like 10 tickets, and I'm not going to get anyone in trouble. I'm not going to say the specific beers because I don't even remember all of them, but a lot of people weren't asking for the tickets, if you know what I mean. And then a lot of
There you
people
go.
leave the festival, and they're like, does anyone need any tickets?
Yeah.
So basically it was unlimited IPAs.
So a few more than 6. Nice.
All the PAs, bro.
Nice. I went home to our hometown, Herndon, Virginia, and I was on the way to pick up our buddy Colin and then go see everybody at Z's 40th birthday party. And my fucking rental car tire popped on the way to pick Colin up. So I was on the donuts, so I couldn't make it.
I got a drunken call from you guys, but I didn't see you on the call. I talked to Eric a little bit.
No, I couldn't make it to the party because the fucking rental car tire popped. So I was on a donut. And I had to leave early the next morning, so like I couldn't.
Oh no! Yeah, I got a phone call from that party.
Yeah, hopefully it was fun.
Yeah,
it sounded like it was gonna be fun.
Yeah,
Virginia was great though, as always. Pat, how was your weekend? You have it going?
Oh, yeah, it was awesome, man. I don't remember anything about it. Hung out with children, and really a wacky football day. Just a couple takeaways. The Falcons not as good as we thought they were.
Yeah,
not as good as they thought they were.
You and Greg added a what's it called? Like
confidence score.
Confidence score. Thank you, Pat, for like which.
To the weekly.
Right, so like you get to pick the games with your confidence. For the Falcons, I put a confidence of 1, and I tried to not pick it at all, but it's forced. You have to. Yeah.
Kirk Cousins, man, he's imagine dating Kirk Cousins. He'd be hot and he'd be cold again. You wouldn't know what to expect from him ever. Sometimes you'd be like, oh, he's so dependent, and sometimes he'd forget to pick up the kids.
He's bipolar.
Exactly, you're right, Pat. But where you can always find him is he's up in his shrine to himself room, looking at his acapella gear from high school whenever times are tough. So hopefully he's in the shrine, resetting his brain, because we know that's the most important part of the house.
That Penix pick's looking better and better. It's a head scratcher, but it's looking better and better for the Falcons.
And last thing before we move on, congratulations, Mark, to having the #1 team in the NFC.
Oh, thank you.
East.
That's right.
And also, we'll just leave it here. The Bills currently have the ball up 2 on the Chiefs, 23-21. We know what's going to happen. The Chiefs are going to come back and win, but let's do some news, right?
Right.
Hell yeah. The Eagles should just be called the Barclays, because that guy. Okay.
Saquon.
He's good.
Oh, the Giants. Wow. At least none of us are Giants fans, right? Could be worse.
Yeah.
Also, Wes is off today. He is eating bacon bows with his son at the Texas Renaissance Fair.
Look at how thick that bacon is.
I mean, it's literally.
He sent that. I didn't see. Bacon. Okay.
He described it.
It's what'd you say? It's a shaft of bacon. It's thick. Very thick and long.
We can't see how long it is, but it looks to be about at least a foot, and
probably
an inch, a full inch thick.
Yeah. Wes was razzing me about how thick his bacon is. Well, not really. He was just telling me it's the thickest bacon.
Thickness of his bacon.
And I said, I don't know. I buy thick cut bacon. And he was like, no, not as thick as mine is.
No, that picture. You can't be thicker than that picture. You can't.
Yeah. Anyway, what's going on in the world?
Oh, funny you should ask, Pat. World War III. That's what's going on. allegedly. Again, allegedly. We've been here at Hard Factor for about 6.5 years reading the news, and this makes about our baker's dozen time going over a World War III trend. So,
do they have schematics of like who versus who yet, or is it just usually just shouting World War III?
World War III! World War III!
Mark, it's
like,
interesting. It's interesting you bring that up because the World War III trend, the one requirement that it does have is that there are a couple of actors sort of like pretending that they're about to start World War III, right? Like, so you always have like the players, you know what I mean? Like you know who's allegedly going to start World War III, but then it never happens. So that's kind of how these World War III things start. So this time around,
Russia,
yeah, Pat,
Iran,
yeah, it's usually Iran, actually.
North Korea.
I think usually it's Iran, but this time it is Russia, Pat. You nailed
Canada?
it. Canada has never started one, I don't think.
Tell you what, if it happens, just put this out there, calling it now. If it does happen, I don't know who's going to do the branding on it, maybe Shy Day or a big agency. It's going to be a WW3 logo is going to be 3 W's, and then one of them is going to turn to the side to make a 3.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, right. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
a lot of times,
rotate.
I think that the WW3, the 3 should be a digit because nobody knows Roman numerals anymore. Technically,
that's true.
The last two are Roman numerals, but...
Well, Pat, can we get ahead of this? Can we copyright some of these logos?
We could trademark it. I can work on doing a logo, and
let's do one with a digit and one with.
Not only that, Pat, you could cash in every time it trends, which is going to be hundreds of times before the war actually happens.
Yeah.
So. Well, here's the thing though. On the Roman numeral front, you're correct, but 3 is the cutoff. There's no difference between 1 and 3. It's 4 that starts to get real complicated with the numerals.
The IV, yeah, that is.
Mm-hmm.
No one knows what the I means before. Not anymore. They don't teach that anymore. I got an idea for a shirt. World War III, hold on to your butts, and then like one of those like Fat Larry shirts. The back is just girls with big butts holding on to their butts.
3 big butts.
Yeah, 3 big butts.
Yeah,
that shirt sells, baby.
But all different like nationalities.
Oh yes,
right?
dude, yes.
Ooh, yeah, butts from all over the world.
Yeah.
No, it's not always bad. Like taking it to the internet. Unreality tweets. I always get excited when World War III is trending because I get to use the meme. When you're laughing at WW3 memes and suddenly the sun comes out at 3 a.m.
Yeah, that's a nuke joke.
Yeah, like a classic nuke joke.
I get it.
Mushroom cloud.
No, I get
Reality gets it. Yeah. So
not so funny anymore.
Here's why it's trending this time. World War III. It happened fast. All on Sunday, November 17th. The news comes out as Reuters reported early in the morning. Biden allows Ukraine to use U.S. arms to strike inside Russia.
Okay, yeah, that's an escalation. Yeah,
right. New York Times, Washington Post, all of them covered it, reversing his policy from before. He said, blah, blah, blah. It's kind of
basically Ukraine's got a couple months before Trump's going to stop sending money, right? So that Biden's like, go for it.
It's maybe.
Is that
pretty much?
Also, like in the past, he had not allowed tanks, then he allowed tanks, didn't allow F-16s, allowed F-16s. I mean, it's like sort of part. He's been escalating, but then this is really what got WW3 trending again. Here it is now, which was just a little bit later on Sunday, November 17th. Now, President Putin announced to use nuclear weapons, and this is like all the Russian media is putting this out. Use nuclear weapons if a mass missile or UAV crosses into Russian territory, Moscow, Russia.
That's consistent with what he's been saying though. Like he
said in
the past he said like if they shoot missiles at us or attack us, then we're gonna add nukes. Like we'll play fair with no nukes until this happens. He said this before.
Exactly. So there you have it. World War III. That's the latest version of it. World War III. There you have it. That's literally it. It
just sounds like Ukraine might get nuked.
Is that possible?
I don't know if it's World War III or if it's nuking
once
Ukraine.
Again, the Ukrainians lose, sadly.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it looks like the Bills might win. Live update 30 to 21. Bills.
Well, I said we'd leave it there.
Pat, listen,
Okay.
Pat, listen.
I don't want to know. Okay,
Those 6 guys from that Miami team are going to be getting drunk again tonight because they
Will-
are undefeated.
leave it there,
Okay.
We went
Mercury
12-0
Morris.
in 1960.
guys. Here's
Happy
why
again.
we maybe don't need to worry about it, because I don't know if you did, but I watched the entire 3-hour UAP second press conference they had, or
Oh yeah,
Senate
Lou
Congress
Elizondo.
hearing?
He said we have the ships, right? That's what happened.
Okay, so here's the big takeaways. A lot of the same information as we got last time, but specifically, all the dudes signed a piece of paper essentially saying they could not talk about crash recovery programs. That's specifically, they were like, crash recovery programs, that's what's off limits. Can't fuck with that. Can't fuck with crash recovery programs.
Why not?
And
What are you talking
because
about?
they have a crash recovery program.
Got it,
talking
baby,
about?
because we got the ships. Yeah.
Break
So
that
anyways,
down for me.
And you know what Pat's saying before, like he said, these alien ships have been known to hover around nuclear installations.
That's what I was
Potentially
getting
aliens,
at. Yeah.
are stopping us from destroying ourselves. Yeah.
And
Well,
then
they
also
better get
the
their asses to Russia. These UAPs
the other
They
thing
probably
is
are on the dot now because they got
quickly. Yeah, they're so
Vlad's
fast,
barking
yeah.
about using the nukes, so I'm sure his sites are just filled with UFOs right now.
So we've had
Crazy.
no communication with them directly, other than like if you consider communication like responding to a stimulus, like
Kicking their asses,
but
taking a ship.
But we have potentially had, I think it was Alessandro said that they recovered biologics, so
Yeah, you're
the,
damn
an
right we
alien
did.
body before he was born. So we got to do that math.
Yeah, Area 51. I mean, come on.
This is mainly just the big news for amateur photographers in Russia that are going to zoom in kind of on the UAP. Yeah.
Yeah, no, huge. If you are in Russia right now listening, make sure you get out to a nuclear site. Watch the skies.
Now, I did see, Will, which you didn't, I don't think you're covering today, but I did see that
Don't do that.
the Pentagon released some information that a plane almost hit a UAP in New York. Did you see that?
Interesting. No, I hadn't seen that one yet.
They said, okay, there was an incident where a plane almost hit a UAP. We're coming clean on some of these incidents now.
Yeah, well, one of the other things they said in the hearing is it's not necessarily like an anomaly for UAPs to be around our nuclear sites. They're always there.
But why are they
Nancy Mace is commanding
unidentified?
the answers, and she's looking good when she's doing it. So
Yeah, she is big time.
Yeah.
But we have
they should
alien
give-
bodies.
They should give our girl Nancy the answers.
We have alien bodies starting in the 60s or 50s.
You know how I know aliens don't exist probably is because they haven't kidnapped Nancy Mace, who's on the case. You know what I mean?
What if she's an alien? That I
Could
could
be.
see that. I could see that.
It's amazing on the case.
So, anyways, World War III trending
Sit
again.
on my
Not
face.
great, but it's but not great. But about the World War III trend. But hey, at least you can apply to work at the new Department of Government Efficiency, the DOGE, for Elon and Vivek if you want to work there. Pat, I know that you're probably clamoring to get on that team, right? The catch is, and here you go. This is the big catch. They want you to work for 80 plus hours a week, and you can only apply through a paid Twitter account. And that's not satire somehow. That's actually what the job recs they're going for. Taking it to the internet. Jesus Sozo KJV says, how can he ask people to work without pay? Isn't that slavery? I totally support Elon's mission to reduce wasteful government spending, but I don't understand who would work for him without pay for 80 hours a week.
Yeah, I couldn't
Great
confirm
question.
the no
Great
pay, but
comment. Yeah.
it's being reported as no pay. Like you said, 80 plus hours. They're looking for people with super high IQs only. And the top 1% of
for
super
free.
high IQs will be reviewed personally by Vivek and Elon to work for 80 hours of no pay.
You have to work
And
a
then
double
Right.
for every week and for free.
So you better have your life savings already ready. And
God.
but I also saw like people being like, if you have a super high IQ, why would you work 80 plus hours a week for free? That's
Correct.
kind of
Yeah, no.
it's kind of
Doesn't make any sense. Also, if you're freeing up billions and billions, maybe even trillions of dollars for the government, you'd expect that maybe they have some type of budget, but maybe not. Who knows? It's a dubious start for the Doge.
How's that legal? But I know that. So I noticed that
Sounds
Twitter.
questionable.
I think the unpaid thing is like unconfirmed as well. They're gonna have to pay. They have to pay.
I know.
Not
That's not what I
legal,
mean. What I mean is, how is it legal to have a new government agency, okay, right? Where you have to apply, okay, through a private company where you have to pay, okay, to apply through that private company, thereby benefiting the private company, right, to apply for the government job. Now, I realize that Twitter recently rolled out their jobs feature, so this is like a big thing for him, and I realize one quick piece of Twitter news. The Onion might not get on Infowars. Okay.
Yeah, a judge blocked it.
The judge's blocking it, and guess who checked in at the hearing?
Elon
on Friday. X. Some representatives from X popped in, and they. So look,
Elon's going for Infowars. He's gonna.
It's not that he's going for it.
Whatever
you think might be the worst possible scenario these days happens. So you can pretty much guarantee you heard it here first. Elon will own Infowars soon.
Interesting. Okay. Well, finally, in this segment, it's not all bad news out there. Somehow, guys, this emperor penguin named Gus right here ended up on a southern Australia beach after getting lost and swimming over 2,000 miles in the wrong direction.
Gus.
So, yeah, making Gus the dumbest and coolest emperor penguin of all time.
I'm so tired, but it's so hot here.
Yeah. He looks like a badass, like posted up on the beach.
Where's all the chicks?
Right? Check out the video of an Australian family when they discover Gus, posted up on the Denmark beach. That's the name of this place where he landed on November 1st of this year, over 2.2 thousand miles from his home in Antarctica.
What have we found at the beach today, kids? He is almost as big as you guys. Wow. Or she.
It's he.
Wow.
Gus.
Are you a little lost? Yeah. Hello. Yeah, you're
He
lost.
said yes. He nodded yes. He's
Wow,
lost.
you're
little
beautiful.
lost,
That's awesome.
Where's the snow?
Wow. Let's respect his space, kids.
Respect to space.
Very nice. Very nice parenting.
Poor
Oh,
guy.
no, this penguin is lost.
Dude, how long does it take to swim 2,200 miles?
Yeah, I don't know how he did it, Mark. He's an idiot, but he ended up at least on a beach somewhere. Apparently, penguins break off from their flock all the time and just die. So Gus was pretty lucky to make it all the way to Australia. Also pretty impressive, over 2,000 mile swim. He was also pretty hungry after swimming all that way. So, quote, Gus is now under the care of wildlife experts, receiving chilled water mists and nourishment as part of his rehabilitation. Scientists will make efforts to return Gus to his flock in Antarctica.
Hell yeah, dude.
That's what the Australians say. And then to which Architect on IG responded, God forbid a penguin take a vacation.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm saying. He was probably like, "Why aren't you in a bikini, babe?"
Right.
Yeah, he got
Lady.
he got
Gus
in a
is
fight
living
with,
life.
he got in a fight with his like lady or his boys, and he's just like,
Yeah.
I'm out.
He needs a couple fish, toss his ass back in the water.
Yeah.
You might have a new penguin best friend, you know?
Definitely give him all the fish.
Yeah. So that's Gus. Also pretty sure this is the exact plot of one of the Happy Feet movies. Where
Right?
I haven't seen any of them.
I was thinking like the
Nearly.
Finding Nemo like stream, like that's how he got there, 2,200 miles. He kind of just like
right.
They
Follow
call it
the
Gulf
AC,
Stream.
dude.
yeah, the Gulf
Yeah.
Stream. Yeah,
You guys want to see? Just something I whipped up real quick.
sure.
My World War III logo.
Ooh, I like
Hold
it.
on to your butts. Is that Samuel L. from
Is that
Jurassic
Samuel L?
Park?
Yeah, from Jurassic Park when he says, "Hold on to your butts."
All right, work on that back. Work on the back of the shirt with the butts.
Yeah, well, the butts will be on the back there.
That's the
I think you
seller.
might have to make the sideways W like red or something. to
Yeah,
make
I
it
was
pop.
playing with that a
You
little
know what I
bit.
mean?
You're right. Yeah,
Yeah.
make it really pop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that.
Nice. Okay. Speaking of popping, you'd be popping if you wore some clothes from our great sponsor, Chubbies. Okay. These clothes are gonna make you pop out wherever you are. My closet go-to lately has been the Chubbies Everywhere pants. The pants specifically, lightweight, durable, and ready for whatever the day throws at you. Also the shorts. The Everywhere material is just incredible. Very, very. If you're into that, like, it's lightweight. It's almost like a like it just feels like you're wearing nothing at all, basically, but it looks like a nice dress pant. Not only do the Everywhere pants and short get the job done below the drawstring belt all the time, the flannel overshirts, I can't state this enough, simply cannot be beat when it comes to wintertime everyday wear. The best you possibly can get. I'm not wearing mine right now because it's in the laundry and I need to order more. Are you spending the holidays with your new partner's family and want to make a good impression? Well, you can make a great first impression with Chubbies. Chubbies is perfect for nailing the holiday look while keeping things relaxed and fun. From family dinners to holiday parties, Chubbies has you covered so you can focus on being yourself and letting the good vibes roll. I've been wearing their flannel overshirt, and it's like my favorite flannel, and my softest sweater had a baby. It's the best of both worlds. Classic flannel look with the warmth of a fleece. It is literally the only thing on my Christmas list this year. The flannel overshirts are that good at Chubbies. I can't say it enough. You will be the most comfortable you've ever been in the wintertime in one of these flannel overshirts. Check out their website for their best deals of the year. Folks, for a limited time, our friends at Chubbies are giving our listeners 20% off with promo code HARDFactor20 at checkout. That's right, at chubbyshorts.com. That's 20% off your order with promo code HARDFactor20. Support our show and tell them we sent you this holiday season. Gift yourself and your loved ones Chubbies. For real. That's all I'm asking for. Do it. Because I mean, you won't be disappointed. These flannel overshirts, I'm telling you.
The flannel overshirt, I mean, Chubbies wrote a great ad there because it's true. When you're going to your partner's house, right? You're going to be hanging with the dad and the mom, and maybe you're feeling a little bit, I don't know, overweight like I am. A flannel overshirt is the best way to take care of business there.
Oh, baby.
Completely hidden.
I wore my Chubby shorts to the beer festival because it's still a little bit warm in Austin. It was like high of 80, so so comfortable. I was just ripping IPAs in those things. It was just so good.
Some of the best beer ripping clothes on planet Earth. Chubbies.
I was comfortable.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I hear that.
Yeah. You want me to go, Pat?
Yeah, Mark. Yeah, take us out.
You guys see they're getting rid of the come and go gas stations. Speaking of,
no, why? Seriously, what?
They got bought out by Maverick, who is, I think, a Mormon brand. So definitely getting rid of the come and go.
I got bought out by Jizz and Leave.
Or Nut and Get Out.
Yeah.
That's why Maverick scooped them up. They couldn't have that out there on the streets. So.
That's a shame.
Squirt and Jet.
It's a real shame. Yeah. So get your come and go shirts while you can, because they'll sell them forever. But yeah, they're going to change the Maverick.
Spray and do not stay.
There you go. Spray and do not stay. All right, today I got some smuggling tales, and I'm not talking about plums. One guy who I would not want to be sat next to on an airplane got caught smuggling 320 live tarantulas and 120 centipedes. 20.
He got caught on the plane, or he got? Oh my god!
In the airport, dude. A lot. Okay. These are.
They're in like sandwich containers.
You're right. Well, the adult ones were. Yeah. A 28-year-old man was spotted at Lima's Jorge Chavez International Airport in Peru with bulging clothes, acting nervously because it's hard to act normal with that many tarantulas and centipedes taped to your body.
Yeah, dude.
Do you think this is a situation where he thought he was muling drugs and they made him mule tarantulas?
Potentially, Pat.
No, give me the drugs. Give me the drugs.
Okay, how many tarantulas? 320?
Was this? It could have been a punishment for fucking up the last mule drug job, you know.
Well, it seems like he had to double down on this move. Yeah.
Legit question though.
In your ass area. Yeah.
Legit question. So if you're muling heroin, okay, you're gonna do 10 plus years,
right?
Maybe 15. Mm-hmm. If you're muling tarantulas, you're not gonna. You might do no time. Okay, maybe but you're muling tarantulas. It's a one-time mule. Which you doing?
They're gonna ask you if you're okay.
That's tough, Pat. That's so tough.
They're gonna ask you if you're okay and get you some help.
I'm saying, give me the fucking spiders. Give me the spiders. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. I don't know.
I would rather smuggle fentanyl in my butthole. The man who was not identified was asked to lift his shirt as his stomach was described as unnatural with an odd bulge because he had 500 creatures taped to him. And when he lifted his shirt, they found 2 belts that had been adorned with camouflage bags and packages containing tarantulas and other bugs. They said they retrieved in total, 35 adult tarantulas that are the size of your, like, they're big. They're the size of your hand. 285 juvenile tarantulas, which were disgusting to look at as they crawled around. 110 centipedes and 9 bullet ants, the one that give you the most powerful sting in the world. So
We just had 9 of those bad boys. Just
Speaking of Samuel L., I mean, this is essentially the plot for Snakes on a Plane, dude. Like, if for some reason
yeah.
these creatures get out while in transit, you're going to need a Samuel
Baby
L.
tarantulas
type.
climbing everywhere.
sir, sweaty sir, can I get you a beverage?
Oh, my God.
Yeah. So this guy was going to be swollen one way or the other, it sounds like, because any of those
Well,
things
now that you describe it, and there's so many layers in between you and the bugs, you got the plastic. You also got the. I'd go for the bugs. Yeah, because
I'm worried about the bullet ants getting out, or the centipedes.
The bullet ants. That's tough because if they get out, you're fucked. It's
game over.
I think
mean,
you're
any
wrong.
of them, you're fucked. You have to keep it. You have to keep them locked down. But I think like with all those layers, I'd do it over the drugs.
I think, Will, I think what you're missing is the truth, which is to pack a tarantula in a way where it can be smuggled is to pack a tarantula improperly, is my guess. My guess is there's no way you can have a totally secure tarantula.
This guy had
Cage.
better have gone to the bathroom before he got
True.
strapped up.
But then you have the if the tarantula gets out of its sandwich container, you then have the nylon bag at least between you and the fangs.
Could you imagine a worse scenario than getting like the runs during this trip? Like you've got
Having to take your pants off.
yeah.
Having to take your
I
pants
mean, you're
down
pissing in your pants.
is
right?
bad.
Like,
That's fucking bad. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm peeing
Yes.
all over the baby tarantula.
Because you're
Which might
so
loosen the
concerned.
bags. Yeah.
Exactly. That
Yeah.
the motion of bringing your pants to your
Boy, I hope
ankles.
there's no turbulence.
There's no way you could take a shit. Your asshole would be glued shut.
For sure. I mean, you're doing what's it called? That thing where you stare at the screen. You're raw dogging on flight.
You're raw dogging, sweating your ass off.
Hey, as long as I'm gluing your asshole, fentanyl?
Yeah,
No, okay, just tarantulas.
we
We'll
do
see you
have a
next
few
time.
bullet ants too. It's believed the man got the creatures from the Madre de Dios region in the Peruvian Amazon, and the man was set to make a stop in France, where some sick fucks were going to buy these things, and then to Korea for the big score. So just 2 more long flights with these things strapped from Peru to France to Korea. Just a whole day of travel.
What a shitty plan. I mean, obviously you're gonna get caught. It's like,
Yeah.
3 airports.
And you have to go back through customs on the other end. The cops are going to pull you into a room and they're going to say, sir, is there anything on you that might stick me? Like, I don't know, a fucking bullet ant.
It doesn't sound like he had a lot of like prosthetics. So like he just like looked like a normal guy with a 500-pound guy's belly.
just an,
You know.
just an obvious smuggling job. Just
Yeah.
the worst smuggler of all time.
Skinny arms and a huge gut. They claim all the animals have been put in a safe place, but they did not like specifically say that all the animals have been accounted for. So you can cross
Yeah,
this.
Mark, they burned them.
Yeah, I hope
That's
so.
the safe place they put them in. They burned
I
them
hope
alive.
so. But yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure you can cross this Peruvian airport off my list for the next decade because I think a few of them got out.
He was wearing an Egger suit.
Yeah. They also said the exotic animal trade really takes it spikes during the Christmas season as people pay primo money for those exotic critters during the holidays. Yeah.
Go ahead, open it up, hon.
Tarantula lover. Yeah.
Open it up.
It's definitely like a revenge thing, right? Like,
That was inside a man's asshole.
and 9 bullet ants. Yeah, so he's
They're gifts for murderers.
yeah. I mean, I think so.
Look at gotcha.
Who gets centipedes? Fucking weirdo. All right, next up, we have a disaster in Flavortown.
That's where Guy lives.
I know, there he is.
It's not good.
There he is. That's Guy Fieri. He and one of them, the lead singers of Van Halen. That's Sammy Hagar, second guy, right?
Right.
Made a tequila together, Santo Tequila, and these 2 guys, super Texas vibes, great hair, great sunglasses, tequila. I mean, like I'm getting my
Yeah.
tequila from those 2, right?
Well, Sammy owns Cabo Wabo. That's like his big money maker down there. So
You
it
add
makes
flavor
sense.
down to that. Yeah, it's unbeatable duo. Yeah.
Those guys know their tequila.
Although David Lee Roth tequila may sell slightly better.
Well,
No,
he's a better musician, but I'd rather have Sammy Hagar's tequila.
Attention to detail. You could tell Sammy takes his business seriously.
Yeah. David Lee Roth is a quitter.
You don't want Gary Sharon's
Talented
tequila.
quitter.
I'll tell you what.
No, you don't want that one.
Yeah, you can keep Gary Sharon's tequila off my shelf.
Right.
2 trucks loaded with 24,240 bottles of Santo tequila, valued at over $1 million, that apparently took over 39 months to produce and like stew and make and bottle, vanished last week in Laredo, Texas.
How much did you say it was?
444 cases valued at over $1 million of tequila.
Okay, so I know a little about Laredo, Texas, and the transpo business. So, like in Laredo, there's warehouse on warehouse on warehouse of companies that will receive your shipment on the way that it comes in, right? And they work out deals with customs. But like Laredo
over the border, right?
Laredo's a clearinghouse for shit that's coming over the border. Yeah.
So they made in Mexico, then coming
Smuggler's
over
Haven,
into Texas. Yeah.
Oh, big. Yeah. If you want to meet a smuggler, go to Laredo.
Yeah, one in every bar.
Yeah.
6 in every bar. So yeah, on November 9th and 10th, 2 trucks went missing. The guy's not happy. He said, "We've worked so hard. This was our best year we've ever had in Santo. We just had all this momentum, and now whatever's on the shelves is all that the people are going to get for the next year or so."
Wait, is this a fake one to get you to go buy it right now?
Or is it an insurance scam?
That also happens often.
Is it an insurance scam? Guy then said, "I'm gonna cash my insurance check." I'm not blaming Guy. I don't think he would do that, but
okay. What's the name of this tequila? Because I've never wanted to buy it worse than right
now. Get your Santo tequila. This show's sponsored by Santo Tequila.
I'm gonna throw some out here.
Oh, wow.
Throw some out here. So Cabo Wabo down there in Cabo San Lucas, Texas, right? Or Mexico. And Hagar's been down there for decades, 30 years probably. And we keep seeing these reports we've been covering on Hard Factor that the cartels are no longer leaving alone the tourist towns, right? They're fucking with the tourist towns. That used to be a no-go. Like, don't fuck with our tourist business.
They could be fucking with the shipping too.
Well, what are the odds someone got their hooks into Hagar, okay? What if Hagar is working with the cartels in some way, shape, or form, and maybe Hagar pissed him off?
Or this is them paying the price to the cartel. The cartel says this is our cut of Santo.
Right. It could be any of these things.
We'll never have these bottles.
Except probably
also, how are you going to unload over $1 million worth of tequila? Like, what are they
of a developing brand, right? Like a brand that not
like, what are you
everyone
going to
knows.
sell it to shady liquor stores for half price? We were talking about what
No,
are
it
you going
just
to do with
becomes
the
the cartel's tequila. They just,
They just party. They just party with it for a year.
Like,
yeah.
Like, no.
Yeah, what is the
Yeah.
product of just straight tequila? Like just the product, not the brand word. Not much, because like liquor is all about the brand that drives the value.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like you could totally drink it for a couple of years with whoever stole this and have a party, but to sell it, you'd have to like use the branding and be like, "I've come across several cases of Santo,
Yeah.
like I'd like you to have it for a reasonable price." You know, like how
cartel makes sense because they wouldn't be scared to do that, right? Because like they would just be like,
they could sell it in Mexico.
It's not like Guy Fieri's gonna fuck with us.
Rethinking my theory here. My new theory is you can't sell these things, and it was a half-baked idea with the truck driver who started drinking some Santo. And once you get a couple bottles of Santo India, you're making dumbass decisions. Like
exactly.
I like that.
Hiding.
Now it's a burden for these guys.
Yeah, trying to unload all that Santo. Good luck.
Either one is so realistic, Pat. The tequila business is tough because you're going to have the cartel wanting your tequila 100%.
Right.
You're going to have the truck drivers wanting your tequila 100%. So, I mean, there's a lot of risks along the way to getting your tequila bottles delivered.
Maybe they're going to rebrand it to Santa, again, a Christmas thing, because it's so close. Like they can just change the label a little bit.
Guy Fieri finds it on Christmas magically, and all of a sudden it's at all the stores.
It's believed that several people were involved since it was 2 trucks were hit. Separate locations, and the Laredo police is offering a $10,000 reward for information about the heist. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's snitch on the guys that stole over $1 million in tequila and are hammered for $10,000. That won't be dangerous.
They gotta up that. They gotta put 50K on that one.
This is like stolen art, dude. Like it's just gonna sit in someone's warehouse, not doing shit.
That's it.
All right, guys.
Heists.
Some horny Missouri cops are in big trouble. Big trouble.
Okay.
I'm talking about
hand jobs.
no, similar. Maybe they were giving themselves hand jobs after they committed these crimes. Because 29-year-old officer Julian Alcala of Florissant, Missouri, and 39-year-old officer David McKnight of the Missouri Highway Patrol were charged in separate, and this is the key word here, unconnected cases in federal court where they're accused of stealing nudes from the phones of women they pulled over for traffic stops. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Shit.
Yeah, here's Julian. He's a young cat. He's been working for the Florissant, Missouri Police Department for like 11 months. He's brand new. And McKnight, David McKnight, here's his state trooper.
Oh, he's a veteran. Oh,
press shot.
wow.
Dude, he's only been working there for 3 years. He's not even that
How
new.
does he
I mean,
look
that old.
He looks
Well,
like
he
he's
did-
been working on the force for 20 years.
He did other work, Will, before he was on the force.
That old stupid hat with the flat brim. He's wearing like a Mountie hat.
Well, you have to wear that if you're a state trooper, like, and you have to take your press photo. Every state has that.
It's photo day.
Right? He's like, you think I should keep the lip in when I take the photo? Okay,
I was
yeah,
born for this photo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's what Dave McKnight looks like when he was arrested.
Whoa!
And
So he
they-
was very shirtless when he
Yeah,
was
they clearly took him in the morning.
Yeah.
Probably right after he'd masturbated some of the nudes he'd stolen off women's
Yeah.
phones.
I mean, he's so naked they put a smock on him.
Yep, that's true.
Sure
Um,
That
Guys.
means in other regions were a little bit uncovered too, probably.
That's true. He's in some tidy whities.
Yep.
Guys, the plot was simple and horny.
That's where he keeps his dip pat in his whitey tighties.
I mean, he's got a fucking lip in, right? Like, come on, like,
Yeah.
dude, being a state
He's got
trooper
three of them
is a big.
stacked on the top of his bald head.
It's such an honor to be a state trooper.
Keeps the
It's
hat
such
on.
an honor, and he put the lip in for the photo. Guys, according to the federal indictment, let's talk about Julian first. Julian Alcala would take women's phones during traffic stops to confirm their insurance coverage and vehicle registration, which I
Okay.
guess apparently is the norm. So this is happening all over the fucking country. I guarantee it. We maybe like 5-10 years ago, you used to kind of beg a cop to look at your insurance on your phone because you
take
didn't
your
have the card,
Quick.
right?
Get that
Now
phone.
it's like standard practice. If you watch any like pullover videos, like here it is on my phone, and they accept it because what's the difference between it on your phone and a piece of paper?
No, I
You
mean
get
that's
forged.
convenient. That's convenient. That's great.
That's been a reoccurring nightmare for me for decades. Of like, what if I don't have my papers and like?
Well, I mean, but think about it. It's this, you could fake a piece of paper. It's not like they check your insurance; they look to see if you have proof of it, right?
right.
So your phone works just as fine. So these ladies would here's my phone, and it's like I'm gonna take this back to my vehicle, and then he'd search their phone.
Airdrop some stuff.
Uh-huh. And cops will do that to you if you piss them off too. If I was talking to a cop recently who was down in Louisiana, and I guess the Louisiana cop didn't like the fact that he said to the Louisiana cop, "Hey, I'm a cop too." So to like punish him, he made him wait for 20 minutes. Like cops will do that shit.
Right.
So it's not out of the, I guess, ordinary for a
Right. They
college
just
to be
fuck with you. Yeah.
to be back in his cruiser, just searching through your phone and texting himself nudes and then deleting the evidence.
I'm gonna need the passcode for this bathrooms folder.
He's just got his thumb just stuck to the phone so it doesn't close out after you put in the passcode.
Let me see your face. He just shoves it in your face. Unlock that thing for me.
He's accused of doing that to 20 women between February 6th and May 18th. The Florissant Police Department said in a statement Wednesday that they were completely unaware of the allegations, and Alcala had, quote, passed a meticulous and thorough department background check, okay? And during the hiring process, that's when they did it, and the department had not received a complaint about him in the 11 months he's been employed here. Well, it sounds like you did, because between February and May, right? That's like, 3 or 4 of the months of the 11, my guess is it took him a little bit to get his feet wet, right?
Did these idiots end up giving the tickets after stealing the nudes? Is that why? Because like if you just
If
gave
they
a
had
warning
good
and
enough
walked
nudes,
away,
I think they got off. Well,
I mean, if you just
if
gave a
no
warning and walked
nudes,
away,
you're getting the full ticket.
yeah, they're never going to think about it again.
I don't know. We need to. So a colleague got also sued. So that's why there's a lot of data about him. And keep in mind, guys, the FBI came in here, and these are the FBI arrested these cats, and these are unconnected. So two different guys in Missouri doing horn dog shit. A colleague got sued. 6 women or so got together and teamed up with an attorney, and that's when we know a lot about the Akala situation. Damn. Apparently, according to the civil suit, a woman noticed that there was a deleted text message from the time of the stop.
Yeah, probably a dick pic. This guy, I mean, like, this is disgusting and invasive, but you can take some solace in the fact that he was also seeing some random dick pics. He's like, oh, nice, gross.
Ladies don't save their dick pics, dude. They pretend they're into them.
Damn it.
Yeah, that's in the text thread.
Motherfucking dick pic.
I'm deleting this. I'm fucking deleting this.
God damn it. Read her up for that. David McKnight, the state trooper, he was indicted in the same court on 9 counts of being a dirty, dirty dog. Oh, yeah. Now, we don't have a lawsuit for McKnight, so we don't know exactly what happened there. But according to the U.S. Attorney's Office, McKnight used his own phone. This is the way to do it, by the way. He used his own phone to take pictures of the women's phones, okay? Right. Whereas Akala, the 29-year-old, the rookie, he would send himself a text and then delete it, right? Which leaves evidence.
Right, easier to trace.
Mm-hmm.
He got lazy.
How they figured McKnight out, I don't know. But prosecutors allege he searched the phones of 9 women between September 23 and August 24 while he was working highway patrol.
Well, once Akala got caught, they probably scammed because a cop probably has to sign their phone's life away, if they're going to use it for any type of work shit. So
I don't know.
They probably search that shit.
All the phones got searched after.
Yeah, I would assume they just searched all the phones of cops. Yeah. A lot of dudes having to explain weird dick pics, like, oh yeah, right. I didn't steal that one. Sorry.
Yeah,
that's just mine.
That's just me.
I'll be interested to see how they got McKnight, but if this is happening in Missouri, guys, this is happening. If these two guys who don't know each other both cooked this little scheme up, this is happening fucking everywhere. I guarantee it.
Nope, that's just me. I'm a furry. I'm General Pup.
Pup Ravage.
Pup Ravage.
Here you go, ma'am. And I texted myself a copy of your insurance, and then I deleted the because you don't need to have a conference, but just so I had it. So not a nude. All right, bye.
By the way, I would have to disagree with you.
Clocking out for a while.
I don't think 15. That was that nice of a dick. Just my opinion.
It's fucked up. Glad they're getting these fuckers. But yeah, do not.
Who's this guy, Jeremy? Who's this fella?
I mean, also the move honestly would be if you wanted to creep is do this to dudes' phones because you're gonna have your girl. Right. They're gonna have their girls.
Dudes save
on
the
there.
nudes.
Or hear me out. You could just use free internet porn.
Yeah, but there's something that's forbidden.
Yeah, they could not commit sexual harassment or something.
Right, like stealing private citizens' intimate photos. Because
always an option, Mark. Great point. Yeah.
Anyway, that's gross and it's happening. So be careful out there and have a great fucking day.